February 9th, it's Tuesday. There's a snowstorm outside. We're expecting 9 to 12 inches, but I promise I won't be your weather broadcaster, although I often do that. Couple things. If you are submitting your work on Tuesday after about 10 a.m., I grade all of my work early on Tuesday morning. So sometimes it means that you'll have like a full week before you get your feedback. So if you submit your work on Monday night, you'll just wait a day for feedback. So it's just something to think about, more for the convenience factor for you. Nurture versus nature for the communication skills tended to be a very unusual answer. Most people said that communication was based on being nurtured. Some people said nature, and I think about 3 students said nurture and nature, and I would agree with those 3 students. Because I asked for your opinions and your words, I didn't necessarily mark you wrong, because maybe you weren't. Maybe you were looking at it from one perspective and just needed another perspective. So nurture and nature is really good for communication. Also, when you send your assignments, try to send them all under one document. So in other words, if you send me one email with 3 documents or 3 questions, it's rather daunting or slow for me to open on my own computer. But if you can just send one email with one attachment and then all the questions in that, that would be great. And if you can't, it's not a big deal. I still get them, I read them, etc. I'm starting something new. I've never tried it before. It's going to be called the Peer Review Corner. The Peer Review Corner is going to be simply a place that you can review your peers' work. If an assignment ends up being in the Peer Review Corner, it's because it was maybe poorly constructed, or maybe the person had a couple chances to redo it and just didn't get it, and sometimes that happens to us. So as a teacher, if I was in a normal classroom, I might ask you, could you help your classmate out? What did you learn? How did you apply it? So the first 10 people to respond per each peer review will get a bonus point. And when you get 10 bonus points at the end of the class, I'm going to figure out it's got to be worth something, because reviewing another student's work is a great way to learn. They say the best way to learn something is to teach it. So I want you guys to review, and every time you get a bonus point, I'll keep track. So the first 10 people that click on the peer review link and give an honest review, I mean, you actually think about what you're writing, and you think about what they're writing, and you give a review, just what your thoughts are about how they could improve, or what they should have done differently, or what you did. That would be fabulous. And by the way, there are no names. When I post a peer review, you will not know whose work it was, and there's 32 students in this classroom, so there's no way anybody would know whose work is whose. And the bonus points at the end of the class, they are seriously going to be worth something good. I don't know what yet, because I've never done a peer review board before. So look for the peer review, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay? And I'm going to have another podcast with the weekly assignment, but this is just kind of like the feedback podcast, vodcast, video podcast. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll actually be recording again shortly. Okay, bye.